All right, good morning. Welcome to my class. Good morning. I want to appreciate everyone that take their time to join the class this morning. Thank you so much for joining the class. And you know, the last class we had, I got a lot of testimony from people concerning the class, and I was so excited about all the testimony. So that's why I said, I told you before that it will actually be a continuous class, it's not something that we'll do once and then for, and then you know, if you have not subscribed to the channel and you're watching live, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, please make sure you you know you share the link of this program. You can share the link to your WhatsApp status. You can share it to your WhatsApp groups. You can send it to Facebook group. Just find um make sure you share the link and then comments when necessary, and also ask questions when necessary. I'll be giving us chances to I'll give us time to ask questions. But in this particular section this morning, we'll be looking at introduction to website design. So, and as you know, that one of these key, that that is lucrative that you can use to make money in this digital age is a digital scroll as a web design. So that is why I want to give us this awesome privilege to learn it at no cost, and it will be a series. It will be a series. It will be a series. So we are going to be taking it one by one. I am not going to rush this class. No, I'm not going to rush this class. That is why I want to give us this awesome privilege. As I said, I will not rush. I will take my time, and it means I will take my time to take it step by step, step by step, step by step. So, and we are starting with an introduction to web design. So we all know what web design is all about. What is web design? Web design is actually, as I used to say, that what we call web is like we have a kind of house, but not now a physical house. It's a virtual place where we store data. That is a website. Comparing website to or likening website to a house where you store your stuff and the rest, but now a virtual form of a storage device. It's a virtual place where we store information, information in form of documents, in form of video, audio, text, animation, and that is a website where information is being stored factually. That is what we call a website. So, and this class, and I told you, is not a theory, it's not theory. It will be practical. I'll be taking us step by step on how to design your site from scratch. So we are learning coding, and one of the things I want you to know is that coding is not something. That's not something hard. All you need just is paying attention and then follow everything I've been explaining to you. That's all you need. It's not something hard. Some people think coding is hard. Coding is not hard, and coding is one of my, one of my passion. So that's why I want to give out to people for free. Not even for free like that. Nothing is actually for free, but I'll be giving you this full package without hiding anything for you. So we'll be taking number one, front end design, which we call web design. So web design is, is the what I call it, the front parts of a design of a web. We have the front design, what we call user side. We have the backend design. which we call server side. So I'll be taking number one, the user's part first, which is web design. And as we are going on, I'll be taking the second part too, which is the web development. So we have website design and we have web development. So web development, involve the coding of the backend, while the design involved, the coding of the front end. So we'll be taking the language one after the other. And the language of web design, the language of the front end, which includes HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and sometimes we're talking about JavaScript, which is actually not, but by the time you are done with HTML, CSS, and you are moving to JavaScript, that give more life to your site. So I'll be taking it one by one this morning. We will be taking first what I call HTML. So I'll be explaining what HTML means. And right now, I'll go ahead and share my screen. Let me just share my screen so that we'll go into practical. And before we start the class, I want you to, get a jotter and your laptop. Put your laptop, on your laptop. You don't actually need data, but I will tell you when you need the data. What else do you need? Your laptop. Okay, maybe probably internet connection. So let me just go on and share my screen with you guys. Let me just share my screen. Will be all right. Let me share my screen so that you can see it, and we go straight away to go straight to practical. All right. Call me. All right. Can you see my screen right now? Please let me have, if you can see my screen, just comment on the comment section that you can see my screen. Let me know so that I can know if everybody can see my screen. Please, can you see my screen? Please comment on the comment section if you can see my screen. I'm expecting your comments. If you can see my screen very well, let me have your comment. Can you all see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen. Please comment. Let me know if you can see my screen. All right, thank you. Good. Thank you. Let me have more comments. I can see inspired the lovers. Oluwa secondary. Thank you, my brother. All right. Right now I'll be moving to. Let me just remove this. Let me remove this so that we can start serious business this morning. All right. Thank you. Thank you for joining. All right. So I'll be going straight to what I call website designing. All right. So don't mind me, I don't put anything down. I'll just explain. So to design a website, I said you need, as I said, you need to design a website, you need about 4 languages. So number one language that you need in website design is called HTML. That is number one language that you need. Number 2 is called CSS. Number 3 is called JavaScript. Can we say JavaScript is actually part of it? I think let us pause like this. In designing a website, the two major language that you need to start with is actually HTML and CSS. Yeah, HTML and CSS. So, and I'll be explaining the two of them. Let me start with the two of them. Later, I will tell you, the other language that you will need. But let's just concentrate on these two before I move forward. Now, on HTML, let me start with HTML. So, what is HTML? HTML is the standard markup language for web pages. HTML is the standard markup language for web pages. With HTML, you can create your own website, and HTML is easy to learn. And I saw you enjoying HTML. HTML is, one thing I like about HTML is the practicality of it. That when you do one thing like this, you write one code, you can actually see the result instantly. The instant result of HTML is what I like about it. The practicality of it. And let me just move forward because of time so that we won't stay too much on the theory. So what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext Markup Language. Now, the word hyper, I will explain now. Now, HTML is not actually a programming language. Please note that HTML is not a programming language. It's just a foundational language. Can you even call it a language? Yeah, you can call it a foundational language for building a web layout, building web structure. You get it now? So the word hyper in that place, it means when you write a code, you can see the result immediately. That is the word. We check the word hyper, it means linear, direct. When you like compared to other language like Java, PHP, VB.NET, C++, C#. Now, if you want to solve a particular problem, until you finish the whole coding, you can't run your program. Until you finish the whole coding, that is, they are not linear in nature. But in HTML, you can write one code and see your results. That's HTML for you. That's why I call it hyper. And the text markup, it means you are marking up a text. Normal text to a layman is normal text, but when it comes to design, you have marked it up. You have marked it up to mean different meaning. And the word language, you know what it means. So an HTML stands for markup language for creating web pages. HTML describe the structure of a web page. HTML describes the structure of a web page. The time you do, so it's like, let me give you a practical example. When you want to build your house, you have different part of the house. We have the foundation, we have the foundational part of the house, is what we call HTML. So the foundational parts of your web design, your website is called HTML. So behind every website that you see on the internet, HTML is the foundational language. Is the foundational for example now, let me say for example, if you go to YouTube, okay, if you go to this website, can you still see my screen? Let's say for example now, let me do something for you. All right. Now, if you go to, let me just go to any website. Let's go to let's just go to jumia.com. Now, if you go to jumia.com now, If I want to check the source code of this Jumia.com, if I want to check the source code, just go to Jumia and right click on the home page. Just right click on the home page and then click on page source. Right click on the home page. That is how to check. So let me say, just right click on the home page. Then when you right click, check page source. Page source. You can see now, when I check the page source, this is the page source. So you can see this particular site starts with HTML. You can see it starts with HTML. So with me, HTML is behind almost all, not almost all the website that we have in the whole world. So HTML is actually, the foundational part of every website that we have in the whole world. So for anybody that want to start, learning web design, everybody you have to start your journey from learning HTML. If you want to be a web designer, that is why we are considering taking HTML first. So you are starting your journey from HTML. So let me just move on. What do you need to get started? Let's start from that place. What do you need to get started? Number one, you will need an editor. You will need an editor to get started. So, and I'll be giving you the editor that you will need. We have different editor. We have different editor. We have different editor, and number one that I'll be telling you is called Notepad. Notepad is number one editor. So number two, I'll be giving you what we call Sublime Text. Sublime Text. Number three, I'll be giving you Visual Studio. Visual Studio. And number four, we have Edit Plus or Edit Plus Plus. So, what is an editor? An editor is a software that you use in running your code. You like just like CorelDRAW. You want to design flyer now, you will need an editor. You will need a software which is called CorelDRAW or Photoshop. The same thing web design. So if you want to design a website now, you will need an editor. So an editor is a software that we use in turning our code to what we can see. What so that is an editor. It's a software that we use in running our code. So to run HTML, you can either use Notepad or Sublime Text or Visual Studios or Edit Plus Plus, and we still have other software. We have we have brackets, so you can use brackets too. You can use brackets. So let me explain. Notepad actually comes with your laptop. Everybody have Notepad. Just tap your window and search for Notepad. Everybody actually have Notepad. Just search for Notepad. So Notepad actually come, Notepad come with your what's it called, with your system. Please, are we still together? So I want to know if you are with me. Please say hi if you are with me. I'm giving you 30 seconds to say hi if you are with me. Say hi. All right, good. I can see two people commenting. Let me have more people. Let me have more people before I continue. All right, let's go straight to. All right, so let's start work now. Let's start work now. Let's start work now. So, but in this class, I'll be using Sublime Text. I said Notepad come with your laptop, anything with your operating system. So, but I'll be using Sublime Text for this class. And if you want to use Visual Studio, you can download. Everything is on. It's online. You can download the Edit Plus. You can download brackets. But I will be using Sublime Text. I'm using Sublime Text. So let me just go. How do you get started? You can just go to Google, check Google. You just check Google to download Sublime Text. So you can download Sublime Text from Google if you don't have it before. Just download Sublime Text. So this is where you can, download your text editing course Sublime Text. So you can see here, just click on download, or you come here, click on download. So if you are using Mac, you can download this one. If you are using Windows, download this one. Or you can download a portable version of this. If you're using Linux, you can get this. But because I've already downloaded this, so I may not need to download again. So I don't, but if you have not downloaded it, I can give you a few minutes. If you have your laptop, let me know. Are you with your laptop? If you are with your laptop, let me know, so that you can just download it in few minutes. It doesn't take time. I think it's just about it's just around 15 megabytes. So you can download the Sublime Text. Let me know if you are downloading it. All right. Can we go on to practical? Let me launch my own Sublime Text here. Yeah, I'm launching my own Sublime Text now. All right, can we move on? I think I need to adjust my screen so that you can see my. So I'm just giving you time to get set. If you have downloaded, let me know on the inside the comment section. Just let me have your comment if you have downloaded it. So I'm starting right now. This is my own. This is my. You can see the black screen. Let me do this yourself. Let me just share the whole screen so that it can be convenient for all of us. Let me share the whole screen. All right, let me launch my Sublime again now. I want you guys to see my I want you to see the whole screen. All right, I'm launching my Sublime test. All right, let's start working now. Good. This is where we are going. Let's start the practical. So how do you get started with HTML? Don't forget I said HTML means hypertext markup language. The H stand for hyper, and the T stand for text, and the M stand for markup, and the S stand for language. So an HTML is the structure behind, it's a structural language behind every website that we have video world. Okay, so let me start. The first thing you need when you want to start your HTML is editor. And I've mentioned several editors that we have. I said we have Notepad, we have Sublime Text, we have Visual Studio, we have Edit++, we have Brackets. So, and this morning I'm using Sublime. So Sublime Text is one of my favorite editor. So how do you start? We want to design a website now. So which is the first part. So the first thing you have to do now, let me create a new file. So creating a new file. This is my new file. So let me save it. So the same thing the same way you save in Microsoft Word, the same way you save it, you just save your control S. So, but let me just create a folder for this program. Let me call it HTML. Just call it HTML class. Okay, so open the folder, let's save. And when you are saving your website, your first page will be index. It is compulsory that you will save your first page with index, because when you want to upload it online, that is the only part that your server understand as your own page. So you have to save it with index. And what language are you writing? You are writing HTML. So index.html. So your extension will be index.html. Please note it. It is a must that you must add your extension. Every file has an extension. Every file, every language. If you are designing Microsoft Word, it has an extension called DOS. If it's PowerPoint, called PPT. So every software has their own extension. So that is why I'm saving this as .html. Please note this part of a design. It is .html because we are writing HTML. Okay, so you save it like that. So after saving it, so let's see. For today, I will be giving us what we call the HTML structure. So the first thing you do is you have to explain to the system the type of language you are writing. Okay, you have to tell the system the type of language you are writing. Let me say, for example, now, DOC type is the document type HTML. So the DOC stand for document type. DOC stand for document, and type. And number two, you have to now start the writing itself. So HTML. You can see now. Let me just come again, because it does look like a magic. The reason why this thing brought the whole code is because I'm using an environment called IDE, integrated, development environment. This particular editor will be suggesting for me my code. That is why it is an integrated environment. Not like if you're using Notepad, it means you have to write everything yourself. But I just want, I don't want to be giving us one extra stress. So that's why I say, let me just use this one so that we just go straight to the point. So we are writing document type. We are writing HTML. The first thing is the document type, DOC. The second thing is HTML. The next thing you do is you divide your head. So head is a section on its own. Head is a section on its own. So inside the head, you have your title. You see, we have our title inside the head. And what will be the title of your website? Okay, let's say, for example, now, this site is for digital school. You can see now. Now, let me explain. Let me just finish this one and give you the explanation. Please, one thing I want you to know, that HTML is not case sensitive. You can write your code in small letter, you can write it in capital letter, but me, I prefer writing my code in small letter. I just like it, I love it like that, just small letter. So now, looking at this doc type and this particular one, I want you to get one thing here. I want to get one thing here. In every code, whatever you open, you must close it. This tag you are looking at is what is a close tag. This is an open tag. This is an open tag. How do you know? In HTML, we have open tag, we have close tag. Let me show you some. This is this HTML now. This HTML now, let me show you. If I say this HTML, this one now is an open tag. How do you know a close tag? A close tag we have this thing. This is a close tag. This what do I call this? I want to close this now. This is a close tag. This is a close tag. This is a close, and this is open. This is close. So this particular slide, backward slide is called that's an indicator that you have closed your words. You have closed your code. So in HTML, in every language, whatever you open, you must close it. Whatever you open, you must close it. So let me just go straight now. Now this is head. You have open head here. This is head section, and then inside the head we have our title. Yeah, this is now the title of my website, Digital School. So and finally, I'll close my title here, then also close my head. Don't forget, I open the head from here. Then inside the head, I have my title, and then close the title here. Then also close the what's it called? The head finally. So this is a section. This is a section. This is a, let me say section 1. Now just comment now. This one will not affect your code. We call this comment. It will affect your code. You know, this just is section 1. So after your head, after the head, the next thing is to move to the body of your website. So let me write the body now. See body. Don't forget I said I love writing my code in small letter. Now body of the site. You can see now I've opened the body, and then this is the closed body. So everything that you want to do, all your design will be here. Will be between, like you're writing a letter, you have the title of the letter, you have the head, you have the body. Now this is the body. So inside the body, every content that will be on the site will be inside the body. Your text, your picture, your video, your audio, everything will be here. It will be inside the body here. Let's say for example now, I want to write maybe welcome to my website. Let's just say there's a function called H1. H1 is heading. So welcome. Welcome. Don't mind me. Welcome to my website. Welcome to my website. So this is the content of my page now. But don't forget, we have opened doctype, we have opened HTML, but we have not closed them. So the final thing you close is HTML. So this is a complete website now. This is a complete website. A complete website. So, and we call this complete HTML structure. Behind every website, you will see this thing. You know, like when we started, I showed you Jumia. So if you right click on any website, you will see the source code of that website. And if you check it, you see that the HTML started the website and ended it. So automatically HTML is behind not almost, it's even all the website that we have. It's the first language. So let me just save this. Let's check the result of this now. Let's check the results. Let's check the results. So don't forget, I saved this with HTML class. You can see now, this is our site. This is the site we just designed now. Can you see it? This is the site we just designed. So let me check the results. If you right click on this and then go to, you can open, let me just open it with let me open it with Chrome. So if you open it with Chrome, you can see now. Let me remove this. This is just a comment section. Let's save it back. and refresh. You can see now. So welcome to my website. That is what we just designed now. So it's very simple as that. So with just this code, this is our code. This is our code, and this is the result. So welcome. You can see all of that thing is not show. Just this content, this welcome to my website. That's the only thing that show, because that's the content of the site. And the second thing that you can see is the title, digital school. You can see this is the title here. So that's how to do the title. If you go to any website, you can see live streaming YouTube. I want to do something like this now. This live streaming, the way they do it, this is the way they do it. Let me just show you. I can change this now. Live streaming dash YouTube studio. You can see if I save this now, I refresh my site. You can see here. So that's how they do it. How they do it. So that's your title that's the title of the website, and the body is where we have welcome. So for example now, because of this particular elements age1, it has 6. I can do from age1 to age6. Let me just show you. Let's say let's paste 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 paste. How many now? Paste. So we have, let me say we have age2. Don't forget we have to close it. age2. Open it to age3. Close age3. Open age4. Close age4. Open age5. Close age5. Then open age6. Close age6. You can see now. So I've written, 6 different command now. 6 different command, age1 to age6. You see the result now. I love HTML. You see the result now. So just refresh. You can see. So this is age1. This is age2. This is age3. This is age4. This is age5. This is age6. You can see now. So this is adding elements. That's the result. That's the result. So that is how to do age1. And finally, for today, let me show you how to add background to your website. How do you add background to your website? So we are adding background to the body. We added background to the body. So just add what's it called? BG color. That is code for background equal to inverted comma. What do you call it? Let me just give this. Let me give it can I give it red? Haha. Let's see how red will look like. So you save and refresh. Wow, this is red color, red background. So I've given my website a red background color. Now let me do something. Let's make the font color of our text be white, so that the site can look more beautiful. So now to give your text color, we call it font color. So just say font color in front of the text color is equal to open. Please follow the syntax. Can see the syntax. Let me see the syntax. Font color is equal to, so inside the column, add your color. Let me say white. So font color is equal to white. If I want the color to affect, if I want the color to affect the whole of my the whole age one, from age 1 to age 6, I will just close the color here, close the font. Now font is the parent, you know, the parent name for all this. So I can use font to close, just close it with font and save it. And let me see, let's see the results. You can see the result. So the background color of our website is red, while the font color of our text is white. So if you like what you are seeing on your screen, please comment. Let me have your comments. If you like what you are seeing on the screen, and if you are getting, let me know if you are getting it. Let me just have it. Can you just let me have your comment? Do you like it? So let me have your comments. Do you like it? Are you getting it, or is it? Well, I didn't see your comment. I will not continue. Um, live class is not, it's not easy, but just encourage me with your like. We are getting better. Yeah, can see it. Let me just give you one JavaScript code before I just to encourage you also. Let me just do something. I remember when I was most encouraged me is marking. Okay, let me just use marking for you. Just start marking. You see marking now. The function of marking now. I don't know if I still remember marking. Very long ago. Let's see what marking will do for us. Ah, oh, why is it not working? God, let me do something now. It's been long I use this marking. Oh no. Oh, we'll debug things together. Let me just check why marking is not working. To check something now. So let me just reverse. Okay, still not working. Let's see if it will work now. Sometimes Google is my own best friend though. Let me quickly check Google for the correct. You can always check. Google is your best friend. HTML marking. Okay. So can you see it?
Hello, sir.
All right. So let's see if Matthew will work. No. What the?